Yeah, just he just got back from the shop, so I'll just text him in a bit and be like, because I asked him to pick up something for me to drink at the shop. So
Okay.
yeah,
All right. Oh, I can't really see if we're live yet. I am refreshing. Oh,
exactly.
yes.
We are
Look at
live.
that. I see that by daylight on the screen. Yeah.
Yeah, that's for to come.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's the to come things. We're still messing about trying to find the right. I'm tweaking some things, trying to find a good system for the
That's
token
good.
of the video games. But I think what we found so far might be it.
But we are live, so
Oh, are we?
yes, shoot.
I'm pretending not to know. Hello and welcome to That Beautiful Life podcast. This is episode 165 of That Beautiful Life podcast. Is it 165 or 265? Is it? What are we on? 165. Usually it's in the 265. Yes, I was right. Anyway, welcome to the episode. Even though I was the one who made these show notes, or at least the thumbnail and stuff, and put the number in there and forgot about it the minute I finished making it.
It happens. It's just
uh,
numbers.
it
Yeah.
is just numbers. I'm your host, Chris Campbell, sitting here in the beautiful Reading, United Kingdom, talking to the beautiful Roger Bergstrom all the way in Stockholm, Sweden. Rog, how are you doing?
Yeah, thank you. I'm fine. I'm fine. As I told you before the stream, I'm a bit tired today. Sometimes you have those days. It's midweek when we're doing this, and I'm a bit tired, but it's been good. Even so, it's been a nice day. It's been good weather and everything, so can't really complain, to be
you may
honest.
you may be
But
quite tired, but you're gonna have to carry the podcast. That's how it works.
of course, it's gonna be 100% focus always. It doesn't matter. It's just yep, I'm here.
It is how it works. So yeah, so we are here. It's been a week here for me,
Mhm.
and it's been an interesting week. It's been up, it's been down, it's been left, it's been right, it's been all sorts of things. Nothing really, really, really bad. I'd say that much. It's been pretty nice for the most part. The kids are still at
That's
home.
good.
Xavi's back. The lighting in here looks different because I've actually changed the lighting here. So the light you see in
Yeah, yeah, I
here
see that. Yeah,
is different from the light I had last week. I've changed the lights in the house.
that's true.
We no longer have smart lights in the house. They are no longer active.
Okay.
I have removed the smart lights. I have
Mhm.
plans to. I do want to keep smart lights because I like the idea of being able to just tell the lights to do the light things.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
I want to change brands, and so I've been using a particular brand for a while, and they've started having weird stuff happening with them. Like the lights turning on their own, or switching off, or flickering, or doing all sorts of creepy, weird stuff. And
Oh,
so I've decided
those things. Yeah.
those things. I think the network has been compromised. That's where I came to. That's the conclusion I came to with
Yeah.
it. And that's why I changed my entire network. So I've changed my network. We no longer carry. We used to use TP Link. We no longer carry TP Link. We use something else. I'm not going to say what it is right now,
Okay.
but we have a whole new system that we're using right now for our network. And decided I'm changing our smart bulbs to a different brand. But because I hadn't purchased the new smart bulbs yet, because that's an expense that I can't undertake at this particular point in time. My
True.
We just had no lights in certain rooms in the house, which was fine for a period of time. But my wife was not happy about it. She's like, "Well, the boys don't have a light in their room." I was like, "Well, at nighttime they'll be sleeping anyway. They don't need a light." She's like, "They need a light." And I was like, "Fine." So she's been nagging me all week, and I've finally gotten around to it, and I have installed new lights around the house. So living room
Cool.
light is again a LED light. I don't know
Mhm.
the brand of them, but they're just simple LED lights. I thought I had the box in here, but I think I removed it. And all the other lights in the house have been switched to these as well. It's back to using switches like regular old schmegly peasants. No more being able to say, "Hey Google, turn on my lights," and I can actually say that because my Google speakers are also disconnected. We no longer have them connected at all.
Okay. Yeah.
My entire smart home is basically offline. There's no.
Mhm.
I actually deleted the whole smart home, like the whole.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, I went into
Okay.
my account and I deleted the whole thing. I was like, if I'm gonna put it back, it's gonna be a fresh start. Just wipe everything and start all
Right.
over again, fresh.
Yeah.
So that's a plan for the future. We will
Mhm.
probably have it back up again because I do like having certain stuff. It's good for the boys. They use it for like Ty can keep track of things. He can set an alarm. They can set timers. I will say this much: Google's smart home sort of operations have gotten worse over time. since I've had
Really?
it. So it's difficult for me to recommend it to someone today, like as it is now.
In
And
what way? What do you mean?
well,
Like,
a lot of prompts and features that it have just gone away because remember this is all software operated. So a lot of the
yes.
features and prompts that they would have had have just gone on away. They used to be there and they're no longer there anymore.
Oh, really?
And I think one of them is a translator one. It used to have a like a live translator. I think that's no longer active. You used to be able to
Mm.
do an in-house intercom, so I could say like, "Hey Google, call kitchen," and I could have a
Yeah.
conversation with Alex in the kitchen while I'm here in the living room. That doesn't
Okay.
work anymore. You literally can just
Uh,
send messages between rooms, voice notes, and those voice notes are sometimes not accurate. Sometimes Google interprets what you say and tries to say it back to the other person so it's not accurate, or sometimes you send a voice note and the speaker in the other room pings but the
yeah.
message doesn't come through, so the other person's like, what did you say?
Mm.
These are all things that have started happening in the last, I think the last year or so it started to
But
happen.
why these kind of downgrades almost?
I don't know. I think I will say there's one thing that did happen during the time that I've had Google that could
Mm.
have a part to play in it. Google used to use this software that they had from Sonos. You know, Sonos is they're a speaker
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
company.
yeah.
They do
Yeah, I
Bluetooth and
know.
stuff, speakers, and Google was partnered with them for a period of
Mm.
time. And Google essentially stole their technology and started using it in their speakers. And Sonos sued them, and Sonos won the
Oh,
lawsuit. So
oh,
I,
okay. So
I
maybe that's why.
believe they would have pulled out their software out of
Mm.
the thing, and Google had to build their own thing, and they just never got around to doing it properly. So it's all janky
Man.
and weird, and because initially it was absolutely amazing, like you could do so many cool things with these things, and now it's not like that. Also, Google is also they're supposed to be using Gemini for everything going forward, and I don't believe the old tech that they had for the speakers and all that kind of stuff is going to be compatible with Gemini. At least I don't think
Okay.
so. So
Mm.
my assumption is that they're going to release a whole new line of Google Home products to come to basically facilitate that. What
Yeah.
that means for the old products that still work, I don't
Mm.
know. Because the old
Yeah.
products are still just like the speakers are still good speakers and the displays are still good displays. It's just what would it mean for them if they can't functionally use that sort of like the software that they'll be pushing out for it. I hope it's still compatible. I hope they find a way to make it work. Maybe it connects to an internal hub in the house and
Mm.
that has does all the processing power for it, and the speakers are just sort of like antennas for it. But generally speaking, I want to change my smart home. I don't want to go to Amazon Alexa because their privacy policies, I'm not cool with their privacy policies. I believe for Amazon, they reserve the right to grant access to your products to law enforcement or anyone in the government,
Aha.
essentially
Okay.
along that line. Now, granted, I have nothing to hide in my house, but I don't like the idea of like at any point in time someone could just like access it from, like, to me it's just that's kind of weird. So I think if anything, I might end up going Apple. I might go Apple. It's a bit
Mm.
expensive, but I do have an iPhone and I have been using quite a few Apple products. And Apple
Mm.
seems to be concerned about security. They seem to make it a priority. So
Yeah, they
they
do. They
they
do.
are
Mm.
one that I am considering. I'm still searching to see if there's another alternative, maybe one that's not
Yeah.
connected to the big set. Maybe if there's a third party that's just doing good smart homes that are offline, because that's what I
Yeah.
want. I want a smart home that doesn't have to connect to the internet, doesn't have to connect to all this sort of stuff in the
Yeah.
sense that it operates within my home. There are
Mm.
products that you can do to build something like that, but you have to do a lot of it yourself, which is Home Assistant. But I don't really
Ah.
want to go into Home Assistant. It does
Yeah.
require quite a lot of work because you
Yeah.
have to program your own stuff and get it to work, and it because of the fact that there is a bit of a do-it-yourself sort of system, it's a bit jankier than if you could just, yeah, boom, but buy a product, connect your account, log in, set it up, and it just works. And that's kind of what I want right now. I just want something that works because for me it will be fine if it was just me because I can go in and tweak
Yeah.
stuff and this and that and so forth. But for my family, it creates problems when things stop working. When things aren't working
Mm.
properly, they get really irritated, and that's why I've
Yeah.
been
Yeah. Of
trying to find,
course.
I've been trying to find ways to simplify it for them. So yeah, that's essentially
Yeah.
the
It's interesting. It's a kind of transmission going on here. A bit of waiting for it to maybe find another system for you. So,
yep,
yeah.
100%.
But yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is. Tech can be great, but it can also, if it's not working the way you want it, then it's more like a
the lag
why
on it.
use it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's a pain when it doesn't want to work, but when it works, it works. It's good. When it works, it's good that it works. So yeah, so for the week it's been the boys are home. Ty has been chilling. He was actually in here just a moment ago. He was playing his Switch, playing Pokemon. I told him, I was like, mate, like, you're gonna have to leave in like a little bit because I've got a podcast. And he's like, yeah.
yeah. Then you can write to him and ask for a glass of water. That you can
Well,
do.
Ty doesn't have a phone. He's 7,
Okay.
so he has no
Oh,
phone.
it's Thai. I thought for
Oh,
some reason. Well, I am Thai today. I thought about Savi.
Savi is not playing. I've got his Steam Deck right now, which is in here.
Yeah.
I've confiscated his Steam Deck. I think he did something. I don't know what it was. I can't remember, to be honest. I forget what these things happen,
Yeah.
but he did something that that was
Caught your attention.
yeah, he was doing something. It gets taken away when he's doing something that where he's not thinking. So he's doing something that's like, mate, like you should have, like, this is a very thinking. So I took it away. I said, look, you need to learn to think and like sort yourself out. So he's gonna get it back tonight.
Yeah.
But after the podcast, I'll give it back to him. But I've taken it away from him for him to use his thoughts, because sometimes it's like he's in a different world. It's like he's there, but he's not.
Yeah. It
So
sounds like teenager almost.
yes,
It's a lot of things going on.
yep, he's definitely
Both
got
like
teenager brain.
inside your body and also outside. It's like the things are happening at the same time, and what happens is that it's not always is in sync.
100%,
I guess. So
100%. So other than that, the lad's been at home, and the missus is somewhere. She's supposed to be taking a nap. I don't know if she is. My sister and brother-in-law have returned. They arrived.
Oh,
today.
they have.
They are back from Trinidad and Tobago. They are back in the country. They are back in the house. Eric and Treasure having a nap right now. So they're napping upstairs in their bedroom. Because they brought back a bunch of stuff. I've got a lot of.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, I've got a lot of treaty snacks and foods. There's doubles in my fridge right now. Shout out to my boy Kaden and his missus. Like, thank you very much, Nicole and Kaden. You guys are the best. Like, I phoned them up like just to wish their daughter did really well on her exams, and I wanted to just tell them how proud I was of her. And we got to talk, and I was talking to his missus, and I just mentioned, what, Nicole was like, oh, whatever you need, let us know, we'll send it over. I was like, to be honest, quite frankly, some doubles. If you could just send like the Barra and the Chana, I'd love it. But it was sort of a thing, like, you say it in passing, but it's like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I'm not too bothered. I'm still good, right? And my sister turns up and she's like, yo, your friends came over and dropped a big thing of I was like, say no more. I took it, I put it in the fridge. It's in the fridge. I gotta warm up some. I'm gonna make some for myself, make some. I've been thinking, how am I gonna share this with the family? I'm not.
Exactly. That thought has already passed.
It's past,
moment.
It is what it is. They'll just have to see me eating it. I mean, come on, it's doubles.
Of
So
course.
I can't wait to eat this. I can't wait. It's
nice.
so exciting. The only thing is, I didn't get any I don't think I got any mango or chutney with it, so I'm gonna have to find something for sweet sauce, because doubles need sweet sauce. Maybe I make some.
Okay.
Maybe I buy something that has a flavor that's close enough. But I've got pepper sauce. My mom sent pepper sauce, so that's thank you, mom, for the pepper sauce. I've tasted it.
Nice.
Beautiful. Anyway, so, and then we got a bunch of snacks, a bunch of Trini snacks and stuff like that.
You got that? Okay.
Yeah, got some cookies and stuff like that. Really nice upstairs. Good. I got some cake, and my mom sent sea moss. It's good for like a lot of things. It does a lot of things. She sent some sea moss, and I've got roti skin as well. I've got dal puri and bus up shot. So we got the roti.
Wow.
All covered. So generally speaking, it's great.
Bonus. Yeah.
Me and Treasure, we chatted a bit. Eric was sort of like incoherent. He was so tired. And he's got work tomorrow, so he definitely needs to sleep. So he barely slept on the flight. They had terrible seats apparently.
Oh no.
Treasure was saying, like, should we pre-book? And not pre-book, sorry, like check in. And he was like, nah, it's all right. And then they checked in, and they got seats next to a toilet where he couldn't recline, he couldn't sleep. So
oh, typical. Yeah.
I mean, granted, I'm with Eric. I never check in. I leave it up to Alex. Alex checks me and then greet. But 9 times out of 10, if it's me booking a flight for me, I never check in. I just turn up when I turn up. If I get whatever seat I get, I get. I always fingers crossed I get one near the wings because that's where I like to sit. Preferably just behind the wings. But yeah, I usually get the seat I want. So can't be bothered.
Oh, good.
Can't be bothered at all. So yeah, but anyway, that has been the week so far. I can't think of anything else I want to talk about that is not going to involve gaming or telly. So I'll leave it at that. Raj, catch us up. What have you been doing this week?
I have been doing. It's been quite of a normal week. My share is acting weird, by the way. I think it's one of the. Sorry, I have to adjust it.
You get a new chair. Get a new chair, Raj.
No, the share is fine. It was just lower than usual. I must have.
It's betrayed you,
onto
Raj. You can't trust that chair anymore.
All of a sudden, you're like, I'm sitting with no head. But no, it's been a week. It's been a good week. I think overall it's been good. But as said, I mean, we're getting into fall as well. It's darker during the evenings now. Sometimes the temperature drop and you have a day that starts with like 10 degrees or 13 degrees instead of 23. So it's definitely that period of time. But I've been, as I told you also last time we were podcasting, I've been productive. I've been doing things that I need to do. I've been finishing these trailer tracks. I had some feedback again with this composer also from England, and yeah, I'm there. I'm kind of in waiting for to do the next move there. But then also it was a funny thing during this weekend because I was sitting. I think I was doing a video actually, and making a video editing that is. And I saw I got an SMS. It was like, "Where are you, Roger?" And then, oh really? This is quite rare. It's very seldom happens that I miss some kind of time or anything, a scheduled thing. But actually, we have we when it comes to the group, the rock band I'm playing in, Capital 59, we have a messenger group. So we write there and everything. And to be honest, to my defense, if you will, it wasn't that clear that we actually decided a time to meet up now after the summer break. Because I saw that the singer, the keyboard player, they weren't available yet. So it was only me, the guitarist Johan, and the bass player Gunnar. I wrote, this was Thursday, I think, last week. I wrote, can we meet up on Saturday at 2 o'clock, like 2 p.m.? Gunnar answered. He said yes, but Johan, the guitarist, he didn't write anything at all. And then after that, Gunnar started to write like, "Well, can we have find another time next week?" Meaning this week. So, to be honest, it wasn't that easy to understand that it actually was a date, if you will. But anyway, it wasn't a big thing. They totally understood. But that was that. But yeah, I don't have anything like special, I think. Oh wait, no. We did go to Adam's place on was that Friday Eve or Saturday Eve? Oh, I have forgotten. But we were barbecuing. I guess it's the last time maybe or whatever, but maybe the last time at his place. We were barbecuing and had a good meal and good time together. But we knew that Adam had an appointment online because he was going to play some Battlefield 1 together with his friends. He was like, I saw at the end of the conversation, like when we started to put away things, like, I think I need to be online soon. They're asking things because it's always Adam that sits in with the answers. They wonder something. Well, what about the settings with it? Oh, I know. He's gonna get into this group. He has his Discord group and start to explain what they need to do.
Perfect.
So we were like, okay, Adam, have a nice gaming evening. Bye bye. We go home now.
So here's the question, right? Just to confirm, the person I need to talk to about getting these pictures from this barbecue is Annalie, correct? Yeah.
Most likely.
Yeah,
From me, very seldom.
I know you're not gonna have any pictures, so I'll just have to hit up Annalie and ask her for some pictures of this barbecue because
I hope someone took pictures.
Usually Annalie takes pictures. Like whenever we've done something, Annalie's got her phone out. So
yeah. I think she did. I think she took one or two at least. Maybe only on the actual plate.
You guys both have Pixel phones, don't you? Annalie and you, yeah?
Yes, yes. I
So
have
there's
Analy's older Pixel phone actually.
so
Yeah.
there's a feature that you can use if you connect your accounts on
Hmm.
Pixel, you can see pictures that Annalie takes and on your phone, and she can see pictures that you take. You can select how you want it to show up,
Okay.
but essentially, Alex and I have it set up between our
Hmm.
phones through our Google
Hmm.
Photos, and you can set like which photos you know, like pictures you take or just pictures that you. I have it set when it's not all my pictures, so it doesn't save pictures that I screenshot on my phone, right? It
Yeah.
just
Okay.
saves pictures I take because sometimes I I screenshot random stuff, especially with the new iPhone. New iPhone, when you just try to open the phone, you know, the if you look at how the buttons are, you've got
Hmm.
the volume and the power button right here. When you press both of
Right.
these, it takes a screenshot. And Alex has a ton of them. Like they're all just on her. Like, and I need to go in hers and set it to not do screenshots as well, like not to upload those. Just the pictures, because that's the only ones I care about. I just care about the pictures that we take
Yeah. Yeah.
for,
Yeah.
like, of the kids and of us and that kind of stuff. But it's nice because if I want a picture or Alex wants a picture, specifically, usually it's her. Like she wants a picture. We don't have to go and can you send me that picture of this? No, it's all there. I just log into my Google Photos.
Hmm.
Every picture that she's taken is there. Every picture I've taken is there. It makes it so convenient, and to me, I love it. I like being able to just jump in.
Yeah.
Everything's there. Oh, it's
Yeah,
perfect.
that's
Absolutely perfect.
interesting. I mean, we have a family group in Google Photos,
Hmm.
so I mean, everyone has access. So we so that's fine. But I understand what this does. This is more automatically.
It's
It's
automatic,
basically,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's so as soon as you take a picture,
yeah.
it just shares, and everyone who's
Mm,
in the basically just you. It's two people basically you can do it with, and it's usually like for your partner because I don't want my kids
yeah.
seeing every picture I take. But I don't care if my missus sees a random picture I take of like most of the pictures I take these days is usually like, oh, I'm playing a game of E and I want to take a picture of something, or
Yeah,
I
yeah.
go out and I take a picture. And for Alex, it's usually pictures of guinea pigs because she loves the guinea pigs.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's the kids, or it's some scenery or something she's seen outside. So yeah, it's like our photos, like we just it's easier to share that way. And especially when you go back to look for something, like if I wanted to find a photo from like a year ago or something, everything is just I can just type in, you know, a year ago January, and the pictures come up, or I could type
Mm,
pictures of Thai and it comes up, and I can sift through it and find it. So it's nice. It's really useful.
cool.
So yeah, that's the kind of stuff
Good.
that I
Yeah,
like.
good to know. Hmm.
So you can check it out, look into it.
Yep.
It
Yep.
would be very nice and curios. Um,
Yeah.
Raj,
Yes.
we should jump into a topic, shouldn't we?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
So
Let's get into the action.
let's get into the action.
Yes.
I will start with
Mhm.
what I've been watching,
Sure.
which is an anime called
Ah.
Kaiju number 8. Now, Kaiju number 8 is something that I've been watching on Crunchyroll, right?
Mhm.
So, for those of you who have Crunchyroll, now it's different for regions. So, depending on where you are, it might even be on
Okay,
Crunchyroll, it
okay.
might be somewhere else or whatever. For me, it's in Crunchyroll, right? And it is a very interesting anime, if I do say so myself. So, Kaiju number 8 is about a guy. His name is Kefka Hibino, and he works. He's in a world where imagine a Godzilla, right? If it wasn't just Godzilla and it was just a bunch of monsters that just kept coming out of the ground all the time,
Ah.
and you had a group of people that just fought these monsters. Their job was to protect the world from these monsters. And Kefka is not one of those people. He's a guy.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
He's a guy that what Kefka does is he works in the cleanup crew. So when you watch
Ooh.
these monster movies and the monsters get defeated and stuff like that, there's a group of people that come in at the end of it and they clean up after the people have blown up the monster. They come
Oh
in and
my God.
they clean up the guts and stuff of the monster and so
That's an
forth.
interesting take on it because, of course, someone has to do that.
Someone
Someone has to
has to
do the
do it.
dirty job. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You just have to. So
Wow.
this is our main character is that.
Ah,
Now, I'm not gonna go any further into what happens next, but essentially, Kefka's dream is to become a part of the group of people that fight these kaiju, these
aha, of
giant monsters.
course.
That's
Yeah,
his
yeah.
goal. And but he's been beaten down quite a few times. He's applied for the exam multiple times, and he's failed. He's just not cut out for it. And so he's got a childhood friend who they made a deal between them, him and this girl, and the deal was that they will both strive to be the best, kaiju fighters ever. Her name is Mina, and Mina becomes basically the best kaiju killer ever. She's out there just like destroying these
Slaying it.
kaijus and stuff.
Yeah.
She's slaying it. She's so cool. She's got a giant rail gun with a laser in it. It's so cool. And he's
Mm.
watching her on the telly, and he's just given up. He's given up on ever being at her level, and he's quite
Mm.
contented in his life as someone who cleans up these monsters. And he's in his 30s. He's an older bloke, what should say middle-aged bloke. He's 32. And so he's, everyone calls him old, but he's alright. He's a good age. He's in
Mm.
good shape. He's a bit rounder. A bit more dad bod kind of thing going on there.
Yeah.
But he's still active. He can move. He can do what he needs to do and so forth. And again, he's kind of contented with his life. But what happens is he ends up meeting this guy who joins their team called Reno, and things change for him after meeting Reno.
Mm-hmm.
Reno is an up and coming start for the, he wants to join the crew of people that gets rid of these monsters, but somehow he ends up joining Kafka's crew that clean up, and but he's made it very clear, I plan to join this monster kaiju killing crew, and that's my goal. They call him the defense force. My goal is to get to the defense force, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And Kafka kind of irritates Reno, because Reno's like, how can you just give up on your dream? You're lame. Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
But then you get to know, as he gets to know Kafka more, he gets to learn respect for him, because he understands that the job he's doing of cleaning up the monsters and stuff, it is a valuable job. It does, and he takes it seriously. He's not messing about. This is not fun and games for him. And the more you get to know Kafka, the more you like him as a character. Now, again, as I say, I'm not going to go into full details about this, what happens next, because I think for a lot of you, it's good to watch this anime blind. I went into watching it blind. I didn't read a synopsis. I didn't watch trailers, nothing like that. And I think that's the best way to watch Kaiju number 8. It's one of the newest anime series. It started airing in April the 13th, 2024. The new season started and it's going on right now in 2025. I've been watching the new season. I've finished season 1. I'm on season 2. I'm giving it a rating already. It is a 9 out of 10 for season 1 for me. Easy. It's almost a 10 for me. It's borderline a 10. I find it really difficult to give anything a 10, and maybe this is a 10 and I'm just being a bit, facetious about it. But this is really high for me. It's an 8.2 according to the man
I
score.
saw that.
So for me giving it a 9, I'm just like, I could give this a 10 easy. Right? But we'll finish season 2 first. We'll finish season 2. Maybe season 2 gets to 10 for me. Who knows? But
it's interesting, bro. When I get into IMDb, just reading briefly about Kaiju number 8, it has an 8.3 there, but it's also it's kind of a spoiler.
Yes.
Like in the description, it's like 2 sentences or one long sentence, and there's definitely a spoiler there that you didn't mention, and I think that's good.
Yeah.
Because that was the first thing I saw when I went onto IMDb, because I got curious about what you have been watching. So I was like, oh, okay.
I'm looking at it right now on IMDb. It is a spoiler. Hi Nalu, welcome to the
Hi Nalu.
welcome to the podcast. My rating for Kaiju number 8 is an 8. Sorry, a 9. Sorry, a 9 out of 10. It's almost a 10 for me for season 1. Yeah. I'm on season 2 right now. I haven't given season 2 a rating yet, but because I'm not finished with it. But yeah, I'm seeing. Yeah, don't watch the IMDb page if you don't want to get spoiled on what happens in Kaiju number 8.
Exactly. I think that's also the reason why I said it, because if you are planning to watch Kaiju number 8 and don't want to like get I think this is quite a spoiler. It's I mean, I haven't watched it, but yeah, it's a bit.
I mean, granted, the spoiler that they would have shown happens in the first episode, so you'll get hit with it episode 1. But I think when it happens, it's a shocker for me. When it happened, it was a shocker, because that's not what I was expecting. I was like, oh my god, okay, yeah, right. I see where this is going. So it was nice to just experience that for the first time and not have it like be just like I knew it was coming. But I would say for you, Roger, I think this would be something that you would like. I think like, because it's a monster film, it's like something that you and Isaac would watch. It's a monster series. It's got you've got these kaijus that keep attacking, and you have these people that clean it up, and it's a bit gritty but also nice. It's weird how well they they blend the sort of like sci-fi kind of military kind of lifestyle kind of thing
Yeah.
together in a sense. And I think it when you get to season two is a bit different. I find season one, because they're building the characters and you're getting to know them and stuff like that. um I think it does have a slow build and it builds nicely. I think season two
Hmm.
is very shonen. It's very like
Okay.
superhero kind of like, oh, I'm gonna be
Aha.
great, it's
Ah.
gonna be awesome kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because as you meet more characters from the series, you're like, oh my god, he's cool. For
Ah.
anyone watching season two, Narumi, that's my guy. Anatomy, that's my guy. That's it. That's all I have to
Mm.
say. Anyone watching season two, you know who I'm talking about. Season one, you know what? It's all about Kafka. Kafka is the guy in season one. We rate Kafka. Kikuru, I like my girl Kikuru.
Sure.
Reno is cool. Shuru, how do you say his name? Sushiryu.
Okay, I took away the tab when it comes
Uh,
to IMDb's. I can't
you
read now.
the vice captain for
Yeah.
those who
Yeah. Yeah.
think.
Sure.
Nalu leaves a
Okay.
comment. Kaiju number 8 is good except for the problem I was severely manga and spoil. Oh yeah, don't talk about don't spoil the manga ending. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. So Mia is best. Is a beast. Mia is his child. Are you talking about Mina? Mina, is it? Are you talking about Mina, the childhood friend? If you're talking about her, yeah, she is a beast. But my for me, Narumi is my favorite. He's best. He's best character as far as I'm concerned. Season two, Narumi. Oof, just saying,
Oh
Narumi
yeah.
is best guy. Um,
Aha.
but yeah, I think Kaiju number 8 is a must watch. I think if you
Mhm.
are into anime, it's something that you should watch. If you're not into anime and something you want to check out, I think it's a good pickup. I think season one is a nice build. It builds up very nicely. One thing I must say though, for those who are watching this on Crunchyroll, there is a movie at the end of. So when you see season one, at the end of it, there's a movie that comes up. Don't watch the movie. Skip to the end of the movie. So when in the movie, skip to the end of it to the credits, and then after the credits, there's a sort of mini episode like an OVA that happens. Watch that. The movie just recaps the first season, so you're not going. It makes no sense watching the movie if you've seen season one. Absolutely, it's sort of like the movie's a way if you want to watch season one, but you don't want to watch the whole thing, but you want to sort of like get a sort of crushed up version where they just take out a few things and try to make it into a movie setting. So if you want to watch season one but you don't want to watch the whole thing, you could just watch the movie. Right? That's the best way I can put it. But if you're already planning to watch season one, you watch season one, the movie is irrelevant. You just want to watch the OVA that's after the movie, which is after the credits roll, second after credit thing.
Ah.
It's about 20 minutes long. You watch it, boom bang, it's done, and then you just jump
Mm.
into season two. I didn't know that. I had to figure it out because when I started watching the movie, I was like, why does this all look like I've seen this before? and,
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Repeat. Yeah.
it's weird. But again, it serves a purpose because there are some people who just don't want to watch a 12 episode anime. They just want
Yeah.
something that's quick. And the movie's about an hour and something. You can just watch that, boom bang. You're caught up, and you can start season two. So yeah, that's the best way I can put it. I think for you, Raj, I think the movie might give you better bang for your buck because it's like an hour something. You probably just put it on. You and I could just hammer it out in an hour or something like a regular film, and
Mm.
then jump into season two, and it's
Cool.
it's perfect. Like that.
Mm.
As I promised, no spoilers. I appreciate that, Nalu. Raj, that's me and Kaiju number 8. What about you, Raj? You've been watching
Sounds nice.
something that's not Kaiju related.
No, it's not kaiju related. I have to think. Have I watched any anime related? Not really. It's been a mix of other things. I actually my main. I will start with my main, but I have two bonus movies that I'm gonna put in there.
Mhm,
Actually, okay. So we I'm gonna talk about a movie on Netflix called Night Always Comes.
mhm.
This is a crime drama thriller movie,
Ooh.
and it kind of reminds me of the series a bit that I talked about last week with Eric Bana,
Mhm,
when it comes to strong story and characters, if you will.
mhm,
Um, hence the drama, I guess. uh, and it's actually Vanessa Kirby that has the leading part or role here. You know, if we think about Sue as in Fantastic Four, uh, that's her.
Mm-hmm.
Her name is Lynette, I think here, and it's kind of interesting because I mean, the movie starts like she's nobody literally. She's fighting in the low. How do you say hierarchy in the society in the US, of course. She lives in a yeah, it's a house. You can call it a house,
Mm-hmm.
together with his with her brother, who is mongoloid. Is that how you say it when you have a when you? Oh my God,
Describe
what's
it. I
that
could probably
called?
help you.
Uh, I need to check the.
The humongous?
Yeah, when you is that? I'm gonna write it to you.
Yeah, type
I
it to me.
thought it was like this,
Uh,
isn't it? Or am I wrong?
I think if you describe it, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, hold on. Now it became interesting when I
I'm
can't
gonna Google
really.
that.
One of the few. Uh, okay, it's one.
Oh, is this like a native people of the Mongols?
No, 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 no. It's one you have when you have like a developmental disability.
Oh, I don't know what you call
Yes.
that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's one. It can be different things. In
Mhm,
Sweden, we say I think it's related to two letters, CP. CP injured, but it's also in Swedish it's Mongolid because
mhm.
that's what he is, and I don't know the English word,
Okay,
but
noted.
he's yeah, as I described it, developmental disability. So
Mhm.
someone would
Oh,
say something.
I can see
Yeah,
from the image of there's a an image
exactly.
of her and
If
the
you see
brother
him,
sitting
you know what
together.
I
Yeah,
mean.
I know what you mean. Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Yeah. And he's great. I mean, the thing is that she really loves her brother, and it kind of shows really early in the show that it kind of puts a lot of pressure and stress on her trying to get the money to, you know, get him kind of a decent life there. His mother, her mother or their mother is around,
Mhm,
played by Jennifer Jason Leigh, which is a, you know, class actor
mhm,
or actress. Her name is Doreen in the movie.
mhm,
She's very, I don't know. She doesn't show a lot of emotions for her, you know, like children.
mhm,
They're probably there, but she has a very different way of showing things,
mhm,
and it doesn't make it easier when she. Small spoiler: she buys a new car when Vanessa Kirby as Lynette is trying to work extra to earn the money in order to, you know, there's a tough story regarding the loan and everything, and that they are simply about to lose the house,
mhm,
and where will they move? They have no money, you know, those
mhm,
kind of things. And with that in mind, the story kind of succeeds,
mhm,
moves on, because you start to take risks, right? So
mhm,
it leads into on a dangerous journey, I would say, because she's confronting also some parts of her dark past that we didn't know until she actually gets there.
mhm,
When it comes to, you know, and it's only during like one night. It's during like 24 hours when a lot of things are happening,
mhm,
and it becomes like quite exciting. Also, it's like a mix of, oh my God, this is so sad and it's very tough, and oh, I feel sorry for them, and at
mhm,
the same time it starts to become exciting because she does get into trouble. That I can, at least that much I can say.
mhm.
This is a good movie. I'm a bit surprised it doesn't have more than 5.9 on IMDb. I would definitely give it up like a 6.5, 6.8.
Mhm.
I also think Vanessa Kirby, once again, she's doing a good job when it comes to her character. As said, I think she was called Lynette. Yeah, there we go. So I can recommend this. It's if you want another, if you want a movie with both good like dialogues again, a story to get into, and that feels quite trustworthy, even though it's fiction,
Mhm.
and also some action and excitement that comes with this. Then this can be a good watch, actually.
Mhm.
So Night Always Comes, definitely approved, I would say.
Mhm.
That's how I would describe it. So
Okay.
there you go. Mm,
Interesting.
yeah.
Is that it for the
I
film? or one more?
I gotta put in the bonus here also. I have been, of course, again. It was some time ago since I last did this, but I like to watch once in a while a movie that I have watched before, and I have chose some movies when it comes to Jason Statham.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you and I both kind of like this guy. He's a
Mm-hmm.
good action
He's
character,
quality.
and
He's class.
yeah, he is. I watched one movie from 2013 called Homefront,
Mm-hmm.
where he's a former DEA agent.
Mm-hmm.
He's undercover with this, MC gang, and things go wrong. Not going to spoil.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to, try to protect his daughter and try to get away from this mess and this former life, he moves to a quiet town. But of course, things happens there because it tangles with the local meth drug lord, and
Mm-hmm.
things starts to play also from the past. You know, catch up when it comes to time and all the things that occurred.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Jason Statham, as mentioned, his daughter, and also Winona Ryder is in
Ooh.
the series. Yeah, it's kind of interesting to see from 2013, alongside with James. What is his name now? Yeah, James Franco.
Mm-hmm.
He's called Gator in this series. He's doing a good job, but quite sleazy guy.
Mm-hmm.
So Homefront, thumb up, 6.55 on IMDb. I'm
Mm-hmm.
giving it a 7. That's how much I liked it. It's the typical concept. I've seen this over and over again in this style of movies when it comes to action, thriller, crime, blah blah blah. Is that you have a guy that has been like a green basker or a DEA agent or some kind of agent or cool police, and things go south in a way, and they try to live another life, and but the past kind of catch up, and it's very typical kind of meta, if you will. But that's Homefront
Mm-hmm.
with Jason Statham.
Typical
And then we
Jason
have
Statham
also,
movie.
what do you say? Yeah.
I said typical Jason Statham movie. That's the kind of
Yeah.
that's what
So
he
so
does.
Homefront, yeah, you gotta watch this. You're gonna like it. You're
Mm-hmm.
also gonna like probably Mechanic Resurrection from 2016. This is with Jessica Alba.
Ooh, okay, say no more.
Uh,
Say no more.
yeah,
Big Jessica Alba fan. That's it.
they are cute together. She's she's a gorgeous woman. And this is also good action. Spy, action, adventure, thriller, good
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Nice environment. I'm not sure if they are in the Caribbean, but it looks nice. 5.7 on IMDb. Definitely a 6 or a bit more, 6.5. So more than watchable. Exciting. Also here, he has to complete 3 impossible assassinations and make them look like accidents. Because I think they kidnap his. Yeah, they kidnap someone he loves. I'm not gonna say it more. So
Okay.
that's Mechanic Resurrection and also Homefront for you. So
Uh,
yeah, that was a lot of watching.
all right, noted. Noted. I'll have to check this out. Again, for some reason I kind of get a feeling like I've seen this before, like Mechanic. But
Mhm.
again, with Jason
You,
Statham,
you you could have these are the concept and the movies that you might have watched, but you're not really 100% sure if you have.
mm-hmm.
And by the way, Nalu, yeah, definitely Rain Man is great. I mean, that's a classic with Dustin Hoffman and yeah,
Yep,
love
definitely.
it. Mm,
Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay,
yes,
let's talk about some the Tele. Sorry, the Tele, the video games, no? Um,
exactly.
let us see. I think we.
You can probably start. I don't know why we are talking English with some French accent. It doesn't
So
make
no,
sense.
either. We are talking about two games that we've been playing this week. I was playing Dead by Daylight with Raj on I believe it
Yay!
was on Sunday we played Dead by
Sunday, right?
Daylight,
Hmm.
and it was you, it was me, it was Isaac, it was not Bromy, it was
Sandro
Sandro,
and
and
Sparta.
Sparta. I'm terrible with names. Anyway,
Yeah, it's
so
it's easy to forget. Easy to forget. I'm struggling myself. No worries.
so we had a good time. It's just usually a good time jumping
Yeah.
to Dead by Daylight. I think with Dead by Daylight, it is a series of games where um you tend to repeat, like we tend to come back to it. It's a series that we tend to come back to. They release a lot of new updates every now and then. You get new characters and so forth. And I think for us, the way in which we consume it, it's good. I think maybe for the players that play it,
Yeah, you
you
were there,
know,
Naldo. That's
it
nice.
was that the ones that played competitively or playing the scene there, they have complaints, like Sandra and so forth have some complaints about the game.
Yeah.
But for us, like you and I, we hop in just to check out the new updates with a group of friends and just to have fun. I think that's the best way to consume Dead by Daylight. Get a group of friends,
I agree.
hop in together. And nowadays it's so difficult to find games that you can just play with a group of friends that
Yeah.
I found it difficult with my brothers trying to find games that we can all hop into and just play and just hop in and hop out without having to really invest a lot into it.
Mm.
But something like Dead by Daylight is easy. You just buy Dead by Daylight, jump in, you just play with your mates and have fun. I'm not sure about this, but I believe for the mode that we play together, all the stuff is unlocked in there. Is if I'm correct, yeah. So
Yeah.
you just jump in and have fun. Mess about with the characters and so forth. There's no need to actually like compete in the competitive scene unless you really care about that kind of stuff. For me personally, I don't. I don't actually
No,
like
no.
playing games like this with strangers online. That's not my cup of tea. I like playing people I know. I like being able to banter with the
Yeah.
people I know and laugh about it.
Exactly.
So this is great for that. Hop in. You got 5 mates together, 4 survivors, one monster that's out there doing monstery things, trying to get the survivors. I think you guys can see from the gameplay on screen. There's a bit of just sort of going through the menus, and I think I'm on the wrong thing actually. Let's see if I'm correct. I think I need to move this here. Let's see. There you go. So you can kind of see a bit of what the gameplay looks like. I'm playing as Lara Croft in here, and yeah, you just kind of go around and survive. Really, you have your group of friends. You have a laugh. The survivors have to sort of undo some totems. And we've spoken about Dead by Daylight a lot on this show. I think we've spoken about this game more than any other game because we keep coming back to it.
Yeah, it has been coming back throughout the years. That is true.
Yeah.
Maybe the game when it comes to repeating the name of the title for sure. Yeah, but it's true. No, but it's great. I totally agree with you. It's cool, and it's one of the few games in its genre
Hmm.
that has actually kind of made it, if that makes sense. I mean,
Hmm.
there has been other attempts. We talked about Friday 13th,
Yeah.
which I had high hopes for, but unfortunately, it didn't turn out that great.
Hmm.
So Dead by Daylight has still been it's still around if you put
Yeah.
it like that, and they have been continuously adding new content to the game. I mean, now when we logged in, I was like, oh shit, there's quite a few more killers and also survivors on the other
Hmm.
side of things that I haven't seen or played as.
Hmm.
And of course, it also adds to it that many of these are known names,
Hmm.
not only in the like yeah, mostly of course in the horror culture of things when it comes to certain movie characters and stuff like that. But
Hmm.
yeah, it's cool. It's actually cool.
It's good stuff. Absolutely good stuff. Other than Dead by Daylight, and oh, one thing to add, Dead by Daylight is also a game you can pick up pretty cheap. So if it is something that you want to pick up with friends and family, I don't know if they bundle it. Like this would be the perfect game. I know Steam used to have this option where you could purchase a game as a bundle and just give out copies to whoever you need to give copies to. I
Mm,
think this is the perfect game for that.
mm.
But I do know you can purchase the game for quite cheap. If we're buying it off straight off of Steam, and it is also crossplay. That's another thing to consider.
Yes. Yeah,
You
yeah,
can
yeah.
play this on pretty much everything and play
Yeah,
together. So
that's good.
that's also a really good thing because for gaming nowadays you have to consider what one of the things that you factor in when you're going to play with someone is like, what do they have? Do you have a PC? Do you have a console, an Xbox? Do you have a PlayStation? You have Switch? What are you working with? Dead by
Yeah.
Daylight, you don't have to think about that. Everyone should be fine on Dead by Daylight. And so price right now on Steam for a copy of the game, just the base game, is $14.99 if you bought it off of Steam. That's probably
Mm,
the price you're gonna find, and that's in pounds, so you can just convert that to your local currency. For
yeah.
the US, I think that'll work out to about say $20 US, so 19.99. I think Swedish. I'm not sure what the krona is gonna look like in there, but generally it's around that ballpark. Um, I will say this much: if you do want to pick up the game, uh, you can check CD Keys. I think CD Keys has the best deal for them right now. I don't know how long it's gonna last because this is CD Keys. But right now, because usually they sell out. right now you can pick up a copy of Dead by Daylight for £7.49. I saw this over the weekend when we played for £5 something. So it must have gone up in price
Ah,
since we played over the
okay,
weekend. But
okay.
it is possible to get this game on console on PC for quite a cheap price on the PC. For those in the US, it's $11.99 on the PC version, which again, half the price, I guess. And then you can buy the DLC accordingly. The Xbox version of the game, I think it's cheaper on CD keys. I've seen it for Xbox on CD keys, and it is cheaper. Let me see. X. The value on Xbox is 10.49. The price has gone up. So there must have
Okay,
been a sale over the weekend or something, because over the weekend it was around
probably,
that 5.99 kind of price range,
probably.
and now it's 10.49. So
Yeah.
I'd say it's definitely a worthy game to pick up. I still think at that price range it's a good pickup. Just to be clear, like 7, 10. I think that is a beautiful price for this game. It is a fun game to play with a group of friends,
Mm.
and so forth. But Dead by Daylight, you can grab it on CD keys if you want to save a buck, especially with the climate that we live in, where things are just really expensive. Look,
Yeah.
you purchase the game at a reduced cost. Ain't nobody mad at that. I think that's brilliant.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I've been playing. Raj, you've been
Mhm.
playing the game that's already on screen right now, which
Sure.
somehow the footage from the previous game just ended, and the one that you've been playing came on. We're still figuring out how this whole footage thing is gonna work.
That's
Um,
kind of in good timing, though.
Perfect
Yeah.
timing. Go for it.
Yeah. Of course. Oh, I've been playing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There we go. Also, to Nolly. Yes, yes. Oh, Helldivers 2. Yes, this is a good game. It's a good game. Also, cross-play and everything.
Yes.
Good co-op game. I'm not playing it so much any longer, but it is good. And they have this Halo ODST theme where you can
Hmm.
grind for to get the ODST outfit and everything. Oh, it's cool. It's cool for
Mm.
sure.
Noted.
Anywho, I've been playing, and there's a reason for that. I've been playing some Battlefield 2042 that was released in 2021, the
Hmm.
game that everyone loves to hate. Uh, Almost myself included, because this was the Battlefield game that not many people wished for. But it is what it is. Good thing is that though they have been doing improvements over the years, so to say, and they did a smart marketing thing recently, which I kind of expected when it comes to DICE and EA, having a launch soon when it comes to a new Battlefield title, which is, of course, Battlefield 6, which will take place in October. They have an event right now in Battlefield 2042 that is connected to the free Battle Pass, which is called Road to Battlefield 6. So it's simply like cosmetics when it comes to, like skins and everything for guns and also a tank that you can unlock, and that will carry over into Battlefield 6 when you buy the game.
Hmm.
So that has actually boosted also the numbers, of course, which was expected. I made a video today. I was curious, how is this game doing now in 2025? And as I was, yeah, I knew I would find these kind of stats. I could just bring them up for you guys. Actually, going to do like this. You can do like this. I'm going to send this to you. If you want to, you can put that on the screen, like
Yeah,
on
sure.
top of whatever have you,
You
because
can.
what it is it's the Steam chart, the Steam chart regarding Battlefield uh, 2042.
Hmm.
And as you can clearly see, whenever you're able to watch it, is that there's a big spike, you might say, regarding the last 30 days, which is expected because it has drawn, like since the Battlefield 6 beta and also the trailers has been going really well.
Hmm.
Uh, then, of course, a lot of people has been drawn into the older Battlefield games as well,
Hmm.
and that also includes Battlefield 2042, even if it's the game that might be less, likable in some way. But it's a smart marketing move. It's a smart move, definitely. This has brought a lot of players into the game. It has increased, I think, from the like on average, it's like 15K players on average now compared to like 5K only like the last month,
Ooh la
like the
la.
month before.
Magnifique.
Yeah, you see, smart. They did a smart thing.
Hmm.
Yeah,
It's good when stuff like that happens. Though it's good when companies, when
yeah,
like
yeah.
a thing makes a thing happen and become a thing. Yeah.
Exactly, because there's been criticism. Dice has done this before, or EA. They stopped. There was a thing with Battlefield 5 that was very unfortunate, I would say. There was a point of time they just stopped, adding more content and working with the game in so many ways, stopped
Mm-hmm.
supporting it because they put all the resources into the making of Battlefield 2042. Now it's been a bit the same. After season 7 here regarding Battlefield 2042, they kind of stopped.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this is a bit of a way to maybe give back something. They did add a bit of things also later on here in Battlefield 2042, but as I say in the video,
Mm-hmm.
for me, I've had some fun playing Battlefield 2042 recently. And I think the reason why is, well, they've added a map from Battlefield 5 called Iwo Jima,
Mm-hmm.
which is a kind of a classic one. So that although they made it a bit different to suit the Battlefield 2042 universe,
Mm-hmm.
and some other stuff, some guns and some new guns and things. So, and I'm usually not one of the guys that grind things in games. I never seldom do that. I don't. I see the challenges, but it's not often. I gotta equip smoke instead of the incendiary nade, because if I do that, if I smoke, these many amounts of time, and I as a medic revive 20 people, then I unlock this. I I don't do that so much. I just play, and all of a sudden, oh, I have actually unlocked it just by playing, apparently. But in this case, I have been a bit, looking into it, and I kind of enjoyed that. But what I wanted to say is that since I am an old like Battlefield player, and I've played the game since, well, not from the start, but I
Mm-hmm.
did play since Bad Company 2, and it's like I got so annoyed when they released the beta of Battlefield 2042 and the design decisions they took. So I knew that this was going to not do well, and I knew that I wouldn't play it a lot. And I haven't played it a lot. I've gone into the game once in a while, checked some new content, made a video maybe about it, but that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I think I did myself a favor now, at least when I've been coming back recently, the last year once in a while. I've been thinking more about it as a shooter, like whatever shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much about the, how do you say, Battlefield Legacy, or if that makes sense, because
Mm-hmm.
then it kind of, for me, it I could keep my sanity, not getting upset about things that makes Battlefield 2042 feel a bit apart from the older games, if that
Mm-hmm.
makes sense. Now with Battlefield 6, hopefully they will catch an audience again also that are the old vets and everything. Although the beta was a bit like, as I told you, it was a lot of small maps and we never got to play any of the larger maps. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll just have to wait and see in October when it's released, and do not pre-order whatever you do. I see that you started to play the Battlefield series when Battlefield 3 was released. That's nice. That's when it took off. That's when they changed the graphics engine from the first what is it called, Frostbite engine, into Frostbite 2, and then Frostbite 3 later on. Also, when it comes to Battlefield 4, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So there's been a lot of things, development going on, and I think Battlefield, yeah, well, Bad Company 2, I love that game. But Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, and into Battlefield 5, that was probably the peak. Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, and Battlefield 1. We shouldn't forget Battlefield 1. I tend to do that,
Mm-hmm.
even though it's one of the most immersive Battlefield games that has ever been made.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, they kind of. Battlefield 5 was a game that they actually fixed also. After a long period of time, they managed to get the game, uh,
Weekend.
yeah, working. One thing, it's been a bit of a problem with many of their releases, but it's one game that I enjoy more today than I did at the actual release, because then you had the titles of BF1 in behind you, and Battlefield 4. It's like OG games that are strong BF titles, and then the choices they made in BF5 wasn't as good, or at least that's my opinion, as before. But it kind of grew over time.
Mm-hmm.
But that was that. Battlefield 2042, is it worth buying? Well, I would say, as often, if you if you have the money, no. But if you can find also, as it's been sales regarding the older Battlefield games. I see comments on my older videos that people have been able to buy like Battlefield 1, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 5, maybe for just $4 each, So keep your eyes open if that happens also with Battlefield 2042. I think I did that 2 years ago.
Hmm.
I bought it 2023, I think, because I did not buy the game when it was launched. I was like, no, not gonna play this.
It's actually
So
saying
I waited.
Battlefield 2042 is actually on sale on Steam right now. It's
Oh,
95% off. It's going for £2.49. So
look,
if
there
you
we
want
have
to
it.
buy it
Good.
with the Elite Edition, it's £11.99. I don't know what comes in the Elite Edition. Let's take a look. Lebeler. It says in the Elite Edition you get season 1 to 4 specialists. You get season 1 to 4 weapons and vehicles, and you also get something called a Lost World Epic Cosmetic Bundle in the Elite Edition.
Now look
And
at
the
that
Standard
when we're
Edition just
talking
has the
about it.
base game. So if this is something that seems to interest you, I mean, I'm quite tempted by that price range.
That's pretty cool.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying,
It's a very good price. It is.
very good price
Yeah.
indeed. £2.19, 2.49 is so cheap. So it's on sale.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why it's on sale. Maybe it's an EA sale going on, because usually when you see one EA game on sale, it's usually an
It's usually more. They yeah,
you're
that
up.
is true.
It is
Yeah.
true. It is true. It's not just that. You can also see Battlefield. Let me see what else is on sale here. They've got
Interesting.
F1 on sale.
Uh-huh.
F1 25, which is on sale for 20% off. Let's see what else is on their catalog is on sale. Battlefield's on sale. Is it just the two of them? I think it's
As you,
just
as
the
you
two.
wrote now, I also want to just reply to you. Yes, the upcoming fall here is going to be interesting because since Battlefield 6 has been doing so well,
Mm-hmm.
initially at least when it comes to the beta, all the participants, like 500,000 players and so on, big numbers, good feedback regarding the game mostly. I mean, there are things I am not super fond of in the game, but we'll see what happens at full launch. But as you say, I think Activision should be worried. It's going to be hard for them to pump out another Call of Duty title at in the same period of time, and
Mm-hmm.
that is Black Ops 7. We'll see. Kind of different games in a way, but they have. The funny thing is that Battlefield and Call of Duty was quite far away from each other for some time, but then they started to move towards each other into the middle, and I think that was because Call of Duty started to put effort into ground war, but also later on, of course, with a bigger map, such as a free battle royale game.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Battlefield had an attempt regarding battle royale, which will come back.
Mm-hmm.
The Firestorm. I'm not sure it's going to be called that, but that's going to happen. And also, and this is the thing I was a bit worried about when I played the Battlefield 6 beta. It was so much close quarter
Mm-hmm.
and quite fast TTK. And this is not really what a Battlefield game should be for me, at least, because it's combined warfare. It's
Mm-hmm.
vehicles and infantry, and it should be focused on that more.
Yeah.
But again, I guess they wanted to try this, and also I think it was a very planned thing by EA and Dice because they also wanted to attract Call of Duty players. They wanted to attract these guys that likes to move in a faster manner and get into the action like boom boom boom, spawn, die, repeat, spawn, die, repeat, that kind of you know
That is kind of how a lot of major developers do things, is that they chase what some other developers done that made them a
yeah,
lot of money, and they think, hey, if we can do the same thing, we can make a lot of money too.
true.
But some people just want what they want. Sometimes
Yeah,
you
and
want a
it's
certain
it's
experience.
also it's always it's been a discussion with this also when it comes to like library music
Hmm.
because can see clearly that sometimes there are certain trends with certain style of music.
Hmm.
And it's great. Sometimes you should try to make music in that genre because apparently there's a need or a need for it in the market.
Hmm.
But at the same time, you can start to end up just chasing trends and
Yeah.
chasing the tail of trends that has already passed,
Hmm.
and you're on it a bit too late. And what happens, especially if you have a game that you've been developing for 3 years and no one really wants it when it's out because it's already something else.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, so that. I always believe in some sort of it's better sometimes to really have a good idea and stick with it, whatever it might be, you know. Uh, because if it's good, it's good. There will be uh, an audience for it if you have a good product. It's of course hard nowadays, also when you talk about gaming regarding the market, because it's so, you know, it's saturated. It's a lot of things going on, games being released, games disappearing because they can't make it, and so on. But yeah, I think you got to be have a bit of ice in the stomach, be a bit cool when it comes to these kind of things. Otherwise, yeah, you just gonna start to you know, oh, they're doing this, they're succeeding with this, and we've seen that in also. I've seen it in the FPS industry, definitely,
Mhm.
because as we know, if we go back 10 years, everyone should have a or make a battle royale game or something, and then all of a sudden it should be extraction shooters, and it's like you know,
It doesn't last.
yeah,
It doesn't last. A lot of it is very finicky. It's very
yeah.
um it's very much as you put it, chasing the trend, and that doesn't usually end well. It
Yeah.
just makes the every game look the same, feel the same.
Exactly, they become generic.
It's very generic. Yeah.
It's too much copy and paste, right? So
Hmm.
you lose the originality if there was one from the start to start with. So
Quite
yeah,
frankly, the gaming market is quite saturated. I think it's good to have competition, but I think it is a lot when it
yeah,
comes to being a gamer right now. I think there's a side of me, like when I was growing up, where I used to think, "Oh my god, we don't have enough games. We don't have enough of this." Oh, it's been a year and this game hasn't come out, and so forth. Because there weren't as many games coming out, but now there's so many games coming out. I don't even
it
know how
is.
my like my kids age can deal with to a point where like I've limited the games on my son's Steam Deck, like what he has access to, and my other son on his Switch, he plays one game at a time. Like, finish a game first, because I suffer
Yeah,
from
yeah, yeah,
having too many games and not
yeah.
finishing anything.
Same,
And I'm like,
same.
just finish a game first and then jump to something else. So, like, my youngest son,
Yeah,
he's playing Pokemon Diamond. He's got 7 badges right now, and he's all bragging about, oh, I've caught this Pokemon, I've got this amount of badges, and so forth. I just wanted to finish. I've already got him the next Pokemon game ready, waiting. As soon as he's finished with that one, he can play the next one. As far as he knows, it's not there. He doesn't know the next one is waiting for him. But when he does, I feel like someone's crawling on my foot. Do I have a spider on my floor? Right.
okay.
Yeah, so as soon as
Mhm.
he's finished with his the game that he's playing, he's gonna start the next one and he's gonna be good to go. And with my older son, he's playing eFootball with me. We've been playing eFootball together, and he gets beaten and he's like, oh my god, I hate this game. I don't want to play it anymore. And then he's like, he wants to go play something else. But I know him. I just want him to just focus on one thing for a
Yeah,
bit, then you jump into something else. It's all cool. Because I suffer from just jumping from thing to thing to thing to thing to thing to thing, and it's not it. I don't know. It stresses me out now.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I can imagine. But it's interesting this, isn't it? I also just want to answer when it comes to knowledge, talking about a bit surprised that Fortnite is still alive. I am not actually, because I have to say, and talking about chasing trends, there's been a lot of other games and companies that has been trying to copy Fortnite.
Mm.
Actually, Activision in a way is still doing that when it comes to appealing to a younger audience in Call of Duty. When it comes to these skins that looks like
Cartoons and
it's like
stuff.
yeah, whatever. It's Peter from Family Guy. It's Beavis and Butthead. It's Nicki
It doesn't
Minaj.
fit
It's
Call of Duty
football
though.
plates. It's messy. It's like what?
It's not Call of
This is not.
Duty. It looks
No, it's
weird.
not Call of Duty. It looks super weird. But they tried to do that. But Fortnite, Epic Games has done something really good here. They were quite early on with this.
Hmm.
It has its own style. It has this animated look, and it appeals to a lot of people. And they have been really good at adding new content, like continuously new content to keep the players' interest up. And it's just brilliant. It's a very good blueprint actually of
Hmm.
how to make a game. Maybe not. Yeah, yeah. The whole like surrounding thing around a product when it comes to a video game, how to make that successful. And I have to say I'm very impressed
It,
when
it
it
it is
comes to
quite
Epic
impressive.
Games and the way they have been developing in and maintaining
Hmm.
Fortnite, if you will, as an example. Yeah.
It is. I would say the beauty of Fortnite, the thing that makes it so that has made it survive so long is that Fortnite came out at a point in time where it there's a generation that grew with Fortnite. You know, they
Yes.
started off with Fortnite. They were younger. They got into it. It was just, you know, your survival game. You know, Fortnite had a whole competitive scene form around it that built and
Yeah.
grew and made it more legitimate because of that competitive scene. So then when you once you had that legitimacy of it, growing with that, it was it became its own thing. Fortnite is its own ecosystem. It's its own social media. It is everything for some people. Some people just exclusively play Fortnite and nothing else. You know, they don't
Yeah.
play other games. And I think that because of that, you know, it's the same like Roblox, for example. There's some people just play
Yeah.
Roblox. You know, there's a bunch of
Yeah.
stuff in there, and
Mm.
I think that's the beauty of it is that they can bring in a bunch of, you know, a bunch of different types of promotions into Fortnite, and because of the fact that Fortnite's art style as well lends very well to that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. It's a
Yeah.
very cartoonish sort of anime style. You know, you can sort of bring almost anything into Fortnite and make a Fortnite
Exactly.
version of
It's
it,
true.
and it works. You know, almost everything
What
fits in there.
Yeah, one thing that I have forgotten is that Fortnite was first released as a paid co-op game
Yes.
called Save the World, and that
Mhm.
was in July 2017.
Mhm.
But the game mode, of course, and the Battle Royale game as we know it, free to play,
Mhm.
Fortnite Battle Royale, was released a few months later in September 2017.
Mhm.
So it's been around for a long time, and yeah, it's good job, good job.
It is pretty cool. There actually there's a Gorillas DLC in Fortnite now. Where you can play as the rock band Gorillas.
Yeah,
I
look at that.
I
Yeah,
am a fan of Gorillas. I'm
yeah.
definitely a fan of that rock band.
Mhm.
I have listened to quite a few of their songs, and you know, they've got Noodle and Tootie in there, so that's
Yep.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, of course.
I'm surprised they didn't put the whole band in there. They should have gotten the whole band. I'd have been happy to see the whole band in there. But yeah, we'll take what we get. But yeah, Fortnite is I mean everything's in Fortnite. Dragon Ball is in Fortnite.
Yeah.
You know, Neo is in Fortnite. Everything is in Fortnite. You know, I don't know how long these things stay in there. If they're forever, or if they're just part time promotion. I think Eminem is in there. There's an Eminem pack. Slim Shady. There is Hunger Games is in there. You've got, and again, the art styles for a lot of these things lend perfectly
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
to Academy Champions. I don't know what that is. I just it looks like something that's in there. The Walking Dead is in there. Michonne, Daryl,
But there's another
Rick.
thing also they done well. That is also they have expanded when it comes to the game modes. They have
Yeah.
a lot of different game modes, and they have let the community in to the
Hmm.
game to
Yeah.
contribute.
Hmm.
And this is something we talked about before, and it just shows again how strong that is.
And they're ahead of
You
the
know,
game.
yeah, it's
Hmm.
like it's such a foundation.
Hmm.
It's like Gmod, for example, when it comes to Valve and everything. It's like when you get, this is just great. And this
Yes.
is, of course, something that can become also interesting in Battlefield 6, since they are doing something that will definitely, it reminds me of what we've had in Halo when it comes to, being able to do your own maps and create your own game modes and things like that. So it can become really cool, actually.
Hmm. Yeah.
So, but
It is
yeah.
very, 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 very cool. I can say that much. And for the people that play Fortnite, I'm not one of them. I played it a long time ago. We did back when it
Yeah,
when
exactly.
it
No,
first
that
came
was the
out.
when I played it too. I played it probably a bit more than you did, but
Yes,
I have never played it a lot. It was not really. I played other games
yes,
eventually,
exactly. And
but
I think the only thing that could possibly get me to jump back into a game like this would probably be my kids. Like if
yeah.
if it is that something that they inevitably at some point decide that they want to play,
Mm,
and they wanted me to play with them, there's a good chance that I would play it with them for that, and only
yeah,
for that reason. I don't think there's any friend or acquaintance of mine that could get me to jump into Fortnite. I just think it's a lot for me to get into. But again, if,
yeah.
if I'm hanging out with my kids or my siblings, it makes it a whole lot easier to sort of like jump into it, because I do
True.
find that I want more and more to have games that I share with my kids, because like with my
Right.
youngest, he's playing Pokemon Diamond, and I don't have a copy of Pokemon Diamond. He's using the copy that I had, and he's asking me, "Oh, Daddy, can we battle?" And I'm like, "Oh, I can't really battle you, because I don't
Yeah.
have a copy, and then I have to go and buy a copy."
Yeah.
But then when he starts playing Pokemon Violet or whatever have you, of course I'm gonna jump in and play with him, and we're gonna do things together and explore the maps. And like with my oldest, we play eFootball together, and that's all good and dandy. So I think it's just a thing whereby these sort of things, it's nice to be able to jump in and play with like how Fortnite is. It's an ecosystem, and it may not be for me, and it may not be for you, and it may not be for everyone, but for me personally, it comes down to, if I whatever to jump back into it, I know there's a lot of content to enjoy, and it would just come down to my kids. Like if my kids ever said, "Hey, Dad, like we really want to check this out," and there's a chance I might say yeah.
Yeah. Look at that.
So yeah, that's it. That's it for me. There's a chance I might say yeah. That's a slim chance.
There's always a slim chance.
I
Yeah.
was, according to my youngest, you always say no.
You
When-
see?
Whenever I tell him I'll think about it, he's like, "Yeah, you mean no, don't you?"
Typical. They start to learn. Yeah.
He's figuring me
Yeah.
out. But yeah, that's it. I think is that. Do we have a show, Raj?
Oh yes, I do think we have a show. We have a quite a show of a lot of content.
Well, a lot of content.
Yeah, a lot of content for you guys to check out. Yeah, so I hope you will. And thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If you've been watching the stream, and take care. Have a good week now, and we'll meet soon again. Talk about some new Tele, some new video games, and what we have been doing, and so all that beautiful stuff that belongs to that beautiful life. With that said, Muffin and out.
Beautiful as always. You can find Raj at 40 Splish Splash, just on 40 with SPL ISH SPL ASH. He streams on a Tuesday and a Sunday. That's correct, Raj?
Correct.
Oof. You can find me at LP Gardens, LPGRDIN, Garden does a U, pretty much everywhere else. I have been streaming on at Simply eFootball, at Simply eFootball on YouTube here. You can find the channel on there. I have some content to put up there. Q, you put the live stream notification on my personal messages, not the server. I did not put it in the server because it's supposed to auto share in the server. There's a podcast section in the server. I didn't bother to put it on there. Did it not go in the podcast section? It didn't. The heart.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to fix that. The bot isn't working. It did not share the podcast in there. So usually
Naughty bot.
Bot. It should be doing this on its own. I will do that. Oh, I see Nalu has shared it in the server, so that's good. Thank you, Nalu. We appreciate that. And so yeah, pretty much you can find us at Simply Binge or at Simply Binge UK, pretty much everywhere else. And as always, we wouldn't like you guys to miss out on any of the episodes of That Beautiful Life podcast. Many beautiful people like to subscribe to this podcast on Castbox, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube. Simply Binge are coming elsewhere, and we're so confident they're gonna like it that we'll give them it for free. So guys, this huge wrap. That's the episode. Raj, what's the plan for after podcast, man? You going for a walk? Or are you going to sleep?
Yeah, definitely sleep, but I might take a walk. You know me, I like my walks, but I have to say, it kind of, I never have a problem to just put on my shoes and the jacket and go out and walk, but now it's just dark. When we end the podcast, when I streamed yesterday, it's like, where's the sun?
It is dark. And now I did see the e-bike. It looks cool. Actually, I was actually talking to my son about e-bikes the other day. We saw one. And I was like, yeah, that's an e-bike. It's not as good as a regular bike because you can pedal on those ones and they're more exercise. But I was like, yeah, some people used to get around. There's a guy that came past, zimming past us on the road in one of them, and he was like, fat tires and stuff really quick.
Yeah.
That's all we do. Anyway, I think that's it. I think we're gonna get out of here. I have some stuff to eat, and oh, by the way, before I get out of here, I'm streaming tomorrow. Anyone who wants to come hang out tomorrow morning at about say 7 a.m. I'm gonna be streaming. So anyone who wants to come hang out between 7 and probably 12 midday, I'll probably be live. Just giving you a heads up. I'm gonna be doing some eFootball. So anyone wants to come, I'm gonna hang out because there's a new update coming out tomorrow. version
Look at that.
5.01, and I plan to be there for it. So I want to live stream it, and we're gonna hang out. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Anyway, let's get out of here before we end up staying here the rest of the night, Rog. You know, we could be here forever.
Absolutely.